Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad you were able to meet with me today. Before we begin, I want you to know that this is a safe space where you can take your time. You don't have to share anything that you're not ready to talk about, and we can move at a pace that feels comfortable for you. Sounds good?
That sounds great. Thank you.
And I also wanted to explain about what you can expect from our time together. My role
Okay.
is to listen, support you, and work collaboratively with you. You are the person who knows your life and experiences best. So I don't want to make any assumption about what you need. We can figure that out together. If at any point you feel uncomfortable, overwhelmed, or simply don't want to discuss something, you can let me know. We can pause, take a break, or come back to it another time. Sounds
Okay.
good.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. So, from my understanding, you've recently experienced the loss of your mother, and from what you've shared, she was a very important person in your life. And it sounds like she was someone you could depend on and someone who made you feel safe. I imagine that having her no longer here may have changed a lot for you, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like turned my whole life upside down. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's been really,
Yeah.
really difficult to try and figure
Yeah.
things out without her here and just the day to day, not talking with her and just, she
Mhm.
was my best friend, so it's been really hard to kind
Mhm.
of figure this out.
Okay. It sounds like you're trying to figure out how to move forward while also adjusting to a life that feels very different from what you've known for most of your life. You don't have to have all the answers today, right? But that sounds correct.
Yeah, yeah, that's like a good way to put it, actually. I don't really know where
Mm-hmm.
to go from here. I've never been without her, like not even for one
Mm-hmm.
day. We've never gone one day without talking, so I'm really just kind of struggling to figure out like how to just put one foot in front of the other and,
Mm-hmm.
feel safe from everything.
What's going on? Yeah, I hear how alone and uncertain you're feeling. And I also want to recognize something that stands out to me. Even though you're struggling right now, you've continued to move forward, like returning to work, you've cared for your mother, you're still connecting to your nieces and nephews, and you're looking out for your father. So it seems like there's a lot of strength in you, even during a time when you may not feel strong. So I think you have the capability to rise from this situation, even though it's so hard in the moment, and it may seem like there's there's no better on the other side, but I see the strength within you to make progress.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for saying that because it feels like every day is such a struggle and everything I do is such a struggle to do it. So I guess I tend to focus on the fact that I don't really want to be doing these things as opposed to,
Hmm.
your perception, what you said of you see me as strong for being able to do it. And all I focus on is
Hmm.
I don't want to do these things. I have to do them. Maybe even kind of half-assing it or, you know, I feel guilty. I just, made my dad a peanut butter sandwich because the thought of cooking was just too much. And I feel bad about that. But
Hmm.
so I kind of have a lot
Hmm.
of guilt about certain things, but I'm just really, really struggling without the person in my life that has just always been there.
Yeah, yeah. And feeling bad, it's in this situation, it's a normal feeling, you know. But sometimes we need a moment to reflect, and reflecting is always good. That's something that I always suggest to people. Reflecting and not putting too much pressure on yourself and seeing where, okay, this is hard, but I made the sandwich, and he likes it. You get what I'm saying? And he's eating. He's not hungry. It's not like I didn't make anything for him. I provided this for him, you know. And
Yeah.
your mother seems to have been your um very significant source of comfort and protection, or giving you that reassurance throughout your life. Is And that relationship was important to you, to feel safe and feel assured. And it's like there's a void in that part of your life,
Yeah.
and working towards finding a balance. Like, you don't want to forget about your mom, that you could never forget about your mom, but trying to um secure her memory and all the good memories that you have with her, but also trying to move forward with your life in the best way possible.
Yeah. I mean, I think that that is all like really like spot on and exactly how I'm feeling. I think I'm also really scared because I've never had to face anything difficult in my life without her. We both kind of went through something together many years ago that I think bonded us. So any time after that, she just always protected me from everything. And so not having her here, I literally am scared to do anything or talk to anyone. I just feel, without her to kind of guide me or even just put her arms around me or just protect me from everything. And so I'm like missing her, but I'm also
Mm-hmm.
scared at the same time. So it's like just overcome with all these feelings of I don't even know which way to go. So I'm trying, but some days I get overwhelmed with fear of
Mm-hmm.
trying to handle difficult things without her that I just like think if I just stay at home in my house that I'll never have to worry about facing things without her. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that's kind of where I am right now is I just don't want to, try anything, go anywhere, talk to anyone because she's not there to protect me from something that might hurt me.
Yeah, yeah. And that's a very meaningful relationship you both had. Yeah. And I don't want to rush you or try to take away from what you're experiencing, so for today I would like to just simply, I'm just trying to simply get to know you and understand what it has been like for you to come into this space. We don't have to solve everything today, tomorrow, next week. It's just taking things one step at a time together. Before we close, I just want to check in with you. Is there anything that would help you feel more comfortable or safe while we're talking today?
No, I think it was really nice just to be able to share those feelings finally with somebody. So I
Hmm.
do appreciate you listening and kind of offering, your insights on what you see from an outside perspective. So I mean, I feel good that, talking about it. It's kind of helped, make me feel a little less anxious and
Yeah,
fearful.
yeah. Um, was there anything we talked about today that felt especially important to you? Something we acknowledge?
I think talking, I mentioned, my mom and I had been through something, years ago. So kind of bringing that memory up was kind of, I don't like to think about that. So even just kind of mentioning it kind of made me feel a little, off or nervous, I guess, maybe a little anxious. But being able to talk about it with you also felt good. So, you know.
Right. Mm-hmm. So as we prepare to end today, what is one thing that you take away from our conversation?
That even the little things I do right now, like even if it's just making a sandwich, I'm still doing it. So I need to recognize the little wins and victories for the day, the little that you
Hmm.
pointed out. I need to maybe see them
Yeah.
as wins and not as failures.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. And I like that takeaway. We've talked about some difficult and also some important parts of your life today. I just want you to know that this is a working in progress. Anytime you feel as though we address something but not enough, you could always say something to me.
Okay.
And for the next session, I want you to bring back at least one thing you would like us to revisit that we spoke about today.
Okay.
Um, Something that you felt as though we needed to address more, or just something that you feel like you need to talk about again.
Okay. I can do that.
That's good. Okay, so I hope you have a good day. Until we see each other again.
All right. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.